I like the new haircut.
Thank you. Finally.
Yep, just said, forget it, I'm done.
Yeah.
Buzz.
Well, and under this lighting, I guess we'll see what it looks like. Maybe I can do some AI, add whatever I want up there.
Add a little bit more.
It just was time. And I think God knew that I was going to go bald eventually. And so he just was like, you know what? I'm going to give Matt a good head shape. I feel like I have a good head shape.
You do. You do have a good head shape.
Huh, nice and round. No
it's
weird divots.
Yeah.
You've seen some people, they have these weird,
Yeah.
Always reminds me, did they get hit by an axe or something and it just stopped? This haircut, future Matt, what my grandkids are gonna, when they think of Grandpa, what they're gonna think of me, it's gonna be this disaster.
Yeah. Maybe just a little grayer.
Probably.
Yeah.
A little grayer, a little dumber.
You think dumber or wiser?
No, I don't think I'm getting any wiser, Phil. I gotta tell you, I think as I age, I am nothing like a wine. I'm the opposite of a fine wine. I'm getting older and dumber.
Okay. All right. So you're spoiling a little bit.
But I look good.
Kind of like a banana.
Kind of like a banana.
Yeah. All right.
Getting some spots on me, but I look real good.
Welcome to Whiskey Bits,
With Matt and Phil,
where we talk all things whiskey.
and all things comedy. Well, what are we drinking today, Phil? I need one now.
I'm really
Depressed.
excited. I am really excited about this one.
Yeah?
Really excited about this one. This is the Heaven Hill Bottled and Bond.
I've been waiting for this one.
I've been waiting for this one for a little while.
Yes.
This is strange because this is a bourbon that has been more difficult to find recently. Within the last couple years, it was really difficult to find the Heaven Hill Bottle and Bond. It just wasn't out very often, and now we're starting to see a big dump out into the market.
Now they're dumping it.
So it'll be interesting to see quality differences. I've never had it, so I won't be able to speak to what it was before.
Why does it happen where it comes out, or it's hard to find, and then all of a sudden it's super available? That people just forget it. I don't want to try it. It's too hard to find.
It really depends. I think it's all about production. So if they didn't produce very much of it over the last few years, you're not going to see.
That's true.
You're not going to see anything. So this is interesting as well. This has a age statement. This bourbon is 7 years old. It says right there on the bottle.
Nice.
So we know that this aged for 7 years before it was put into the bottle. And so if you think about that, if they're all 7 years, 7 years ago, they may have just put a little bit more in because they were starting to see that they were becoming more popular.
Now, does it say when it was bottled? What date?
I will have to look.
Yeah, I kind of want to see because I'm curious what was going on in the world
when it was bottled.
Yeah, and that's probably something we should talk about is world events and how they've affected whiskey production. That'd be an interesting.
Yeah, that would be an entire podcast.
Yeah, for sure.
To talk about that,
history and
prohibition and
forget the jokes. Let's talk about real life.
Yeah,
but jokes are real life.
The 80s when bourbon became really unpopular, and
I was born in 85. I was but a babe.
Yes, and being born in 79, I wasn't drinking whiskey.
You're so old.
Well, that's not true. Actually, I have a story. I don't know what I was drinking, but I was 6 years old, and my babysitter got me completely hammered.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah. Yep. And what was shocking about the whole thing was
she was also 6 years old.
What? No. Really funny though. No, what was shocking about the whole thing is that the giveaway that I was drunk was that I was brushing my teeth.
That's not good, Phil.
So I guess I didn't brush my teeth a lot.
Apparently not.
But it was also 11:30 or 12 o'clock in the afternoon or something like that, and I was brushing my teeth. Who brushes
their teeth at 11:30 in the afternoon?
What are you doing brushing your teeth? Why are you without being prompted by your parents brushing your teeth?
Right. Yeah. What child does that?
And it was oh, you've been drinking.
Because you're probably what is this devilish liquid on my
the babysitter told me, like, or whoever it was,
go
like,
brush your teeth because I'm about to get fired.
Because you're going to get in a lot of trouble.
And by you, she meant herself,
right,
for feeding the 6-year-old whiskey.
Yeah. What's crazy is, like, you think that would be.
Was it good though? Was it a good whiskey? Was it?
It definitely had some. There was some like vanilla. I got a lot of maple.
Like,
I got a lot of.
This is actually quite
oaky,
delectable.
Yeah, it was really it was good. It was the best stuff. I'm sure it was garbage.
Oh gosh.
Southern Comfort or something even worse. Vodka. I don't even know what it was.
That's crazy.
I don't even know what it was. But anyways, before we get too far
what
in there,
year? What year?
So 7 years ago.
But
so what was 7 years ago?
We just got this.
We just got this.
So okay, let's say I don't know how long does it sit on the shelf. Probably not that long.
I mean, I think it gets bottled and gets sent out. Let's give that a couple months. It's not a year.
All right, so let's just call it 7 years ago.
Yeah,
would be 2017.
Mm-hmm.
Anything happened 2017?
A lot of stuff, but
I don't remember. So long ago. It's like 7 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff there, but I think the main piece is they probably saw
Cubs won the World Series in 2016. Trump became president. They're like, hey, let's make some more bottles to celebrate the Cubs.
I don't think they cared, but it could be. It could just be the popularity, and they decided they expanded. I mean, we could look up Heaven Hill Distillery and find out that they expanded their.
Like, what were they going through as a business in that time?
Exactly. Okay. They could have done that. So
we should taste this before we run out of time.
We should smell it and taste it. I think the
people need to know.
It's the point of this whole thing.
That's what we're doing. There are people watching like, okay, skip to chapter 7 where they actually drink the darn stuff.
I'd like to know what you think, but I have an immediate thought.
It smells amazing. It smells really good.
Yes.
I agree. I know there's ethanol in making this, but I don't smell it.
Yeah, you don't get a lot of that ethanol smell off the nose at all. Now, this opened up over the last 7 minutes or so since we poured it.
Since we poured it.
but still.
7 years to 7 minutes.
7 minutes and...
This is Whiskey Bits with Matt and Phil.
7 minutes in Heaven Hill.
Mm. Ooh.
I really like that.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that. That's really tasty. So right away I get peanut butter or some sort of like nut butter.
Don't say nut butter. Phil, you can't say nut butter on a clean podcast.
Oh, is this explicit now?
Yeah. That's every joke of every episode.
No, I get peanut butter. Yeah.
I kind of get it on the back end, actually.
Maybe it's butterscotch. There's something that's like really smooth.
That's like
and
completely
sweet.
Opposite.
They are
peanut butter and butterscotch are not the same.
Maybe it's shortbread cookies.
What?
I don't.
Raisins. Remember when you just said raisins randomly?
I did. I
think I knew what you were talking about.
It was fun.
I get peanut butter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brittle. Peanut brittle.
Maybe, yeah,
because that's a little bit of the sugar.
Yes,
like a brown sugar.
Like a brown sugar
every time.
Burnt sugar.
I'm so excited. I smack the microphone.
Just
brown sugar for sure.
Yes, yeah, I really like this. This is really solid, and I'm happy to see it on the shelves more.
Very good,
because I think and the price point's perfect, right in that $50 range.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, right in that $50 range.
59.
Right in that $50 range.
Was it in the $50 range?
There was a 5 somewhere in it.
Yeah.
Whether it was $49.99 or $59.99, I don't remember.
Or $105.99.
But I'll tell you,
great price.
Based on this first pour, first sip, first experience, like I'm definitely gonna keep this one around.
Yeah, that's a good one. And I like I like the label.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I should talk about it more. So obviously I do stand up, but my day job right now is graphic design and video and all that stuff. I like the colors. I like the design. I like everything about it. I actually think that most likely the designer picked a blue that really went well with. And that's probably their regular branding. I don't know. I guess I'd have to see other bottles, but it really goes well with the color of the whiskey.
Yeah.
Like it's not a pure white. It's like there's a little bit of a
Patine? Is that the right word?
I don't even know what that means.
No?
Patine?
If you're listening to this now, and if I'm right,
Just
if you could just let us know that patine is that like little bit of a browning yellowish.
Yeah. It's got
yellowing.
I don't know, it just looks really nice. The
Yeah.
presentation's nice. Got the gold in there. It looks good.
Oh, I didn't even notice the gold.
If they put the point is if the amount of time and thought that went into just creating the label. Some of these labels, I'm like, okay, come on. But that's really well designed, and it comes through in the flavor of the whiskey as well.
Yeah. Now, one of our favorite whiskeys to break out here on the podcast is that mellow corn, right? Mm-hmm. We talked a lot about how this label is just very, very simple and
old school,
and you know, maybe
I got a real sweetness on that one there on the back end.
Yeah. So if you read where that one comes from,
it's the same people.
Evan Hill Distillery,
dude. Which means they got designers that know. They got designers that know what they're doing.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah,
because two very different styles. This is probably more along the lines of how I design.
Sure.
Like I just like the fonts and all that.
Sure.
Anyways. Enough about that.
No, I think it's cool. I think
that's awesome.
You know, we talk a lot about the presentation and you know, a lot of times what it does when it's sitting in the glass and the color that you see.
And when you're buying stuff on the shelf, like we say, oh, don't judge a book by its cover. But I look at labels, and a lot of times I'm buying stuff just based on how it looks, and I have to be forced to, like, if it's a label that doesn't attract me visually, like I kind of have to be pushed to get it because I'm probably missing tons of gems. Yes. Like mellow corn.
Mellow corn was one that I was surprised to hear was as good as it was, and then was pleasantly surprised to try it and found out how good it was. This Old Granddad is another one that's in that same sort of piece. You know, you find this on the bottom.
I like that though. I mean, I like that label. It's very, very like, I don't know. It reminds me of like Lincoln or something.
Sure.
Like 1800s.
Oh yeah, the green and the gold and the orange there.
Yeah.
The font that they use definitely looks like a Lincoln Logs.
Yeah, right. The Lincoln Logs. I meant President Lincoln.
No, I know.
Do you think President Lincoln played with Lincoln Logs, or were they just called logs? Like when he got for Christmas, he just like, hey, I got logs.
This is an awesome question. Like, do you think he got logs that were like shaped like Lincoln Logs, but they just called them logs, or do you think that they literally gave him logs?
And they're like, here, Lincoln, logs.
Build a log cabin out of this wood that we're giving you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Here's some wood for your house.
Right.
Land of Lincoln. Was it just called Land of? Before he was here?
Or was it like the corn state?
Or just land?
Or the prairie state or something?
That doesn't sound right.
No. No.
Speaking of things that don't sound right.
Yes.
We got some jokes we got to work on.
Okay. What do you hit me?
I don't remember. What did we talk about?
What did we say we were going to talk about?
Oh, dogs.
We were talking about dogs.
Your stupid dogs. Those dogs, man.
My dogs are really smart. I love my pups.
I really like them. They like me, and they don't try to eat me, and that's just really nice for me.
Yeah. No, it's good.
It's a positive.
It's good. Yep, we've got a couple golden doodles. We've got a full size golden doodle. Put
that away. Golden duty. The big golden doodle is usually the one that tries to eat me. Not yours, but in general, golden doodles say, hey, that guy looks tasty. Let's try to eat him. For no reason. I don't do anything, and they just try to eat me.
Right.
It doesn't, without fail.
Tasty.
Apparently.
The golden doodles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yours is nice. Millie likes me.
Yes. Millie's a sweetheart. And then we've got our little miniature golden doodle, Bullet.
She's crazy.
She's nuts.
I love her.
She is absolutely nuts.
Every time you go over,
she
does that. Like, hold me. Hold me. I don't know what this is. She's standing on two feet.
Yep.
2 paws. I don't know.
Hind legs.
Her hind legs. Her hind paws.
Yes. Yeah. Just pet me, pick me up.
Dogs are funny though, because like, what's going on in their head?
It's always like food, treats, food, pee. Poop. Yep.
And everywhere. Just all over the place.
Yeah, they poop anywhere they want to. That's the beauty of dogs. But we were talking about this because my dogs get out sometimes.
Yeah.
And
they got out today.
Bullet got out today.
Maybe
Millie,
you shouldn't call her Bullet. I had a dog named Bullet. We changed it.
Really?
Yeah, because we're like, you run too fast. Just called him Pepper instead. Excellent cook.
Great. Kind of like Ratatouille. I don't know if I want to eat food prepared by a rat.
Right. Yeah.
I don't want to eat food prepared by a dog. Yeah. So Bullet got out. We have a collar for Millie, an electric shock collar.
Those are fun,
if you will.
I wish we had that for some of our kids.
Yeah. Well, and it reminded me of the joke that we were working on for a while. One of your neighbors has a dog.
Yes.
With the electric fence.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Okay. Here's my thing. I have a pet peeve, pun intended, with electric fences because I don't think they're working. I don't think they're real. It doesn't make sense to me. It's not that they call it electric fence. They call it, what do they call it?
An invisible
fence. Okay.
Yes.
So the whole thing is golden doodles that try to eat me in our neighborhood. Not only is there a golden doodle.
See, you're struggling with it too.
I don't know what's happening. My tongue is just like, I don't want to work anymore. It's like, I'm going to take a nap. The golden doodle down the street has nipped at me multiple times.
Yeah.
And would you imagine that they have an invisible fence?
Yeah.
Like, and then there's another house. They have a German Shepherd. Mm-hmm. And I've seen it since it's a puppy, but it's not a puppy anymore. Also has an invisible fence.
Yeah.
They're not working. And so the joke was, I think that we were working on before was, I don't know if we need to like remind people of what we're trying to do here, but like, you know, in coming up with this stuff, it's like, okay, part of this idea is we have like, what's the setup? So setup, you know, something that people can relate to. It isn't funny necessarily. It's just true. And then you have the punchline, which is like, okay, but like, let's either make it ridiculous or flip it or turn it or whatever you want to call it. So this idea of an invisible fence for me, I'm like, I don't believe it's actually working. And so I think we had said one of the ones was like, oh yeah, you have an invisible fence. Oh, I just happen to have this invisible piece of chocolate too that I just fed your dog. Hopefully you're okay. Or like, oh, your dog has like the dogs wear the collars. And so it's like, well, do you have a collar for my child
who's wandering into
your yard? Because once my kid gets into your yard, it's all over. The dog's going to eat it.
It's the false sense of security.
It's stupid.
That the owner has.
It's dumb. It's the dumbest.
It's okay. There's an invisible fence.
That statement in and of itself is the dumbest. And you have one.
We do. We do. But we also have a dog that doesn't want to eat your face off.
That's true. But your dog likes me. This is where it comes down to, I think, the owner and how they train the dog. Because like, I've had stints where I was at your house for a while. You know, we were building your office and building your theater. And then I was gone for a couple months, a long time. And then I just was over there the other day.
Yeah.
And they remember me.
Yeah.
Didn't try to eat me.
Nope.
I wasn't an intruder. And I still get nervous even around Millie. Not the little one.
Yeah, she's just going to...
Maybe like if you put your face by her, bite your face off. But like, she tried to bite your face off, but she had a visit from the Crimson Tide, I think.
That's true.
Crimson Tide. Check out a previous episode.
Yeah, check out episode 2. When we made fun of the Alabama fans. It's getting better, isn't it?
It's really good.
Solid.
So that's what I like. I don't like the bitter afterbirth. No, but like, just in general, invisible fences. I'm like, I don't believe that they're working.
My favorite afterbirth is bitter,
for sure. Of all the afterbirths,
I want it to be bitter.
Yeah, you don't want it to be sweet.
Because if it tastes good,
how
would I ever stop eating afterbirth?
Yeah, you just be like, give it to me. Gosh, that's just, Lord. Invisible fences. I don't think they're working. I'm not convinced.
Yeah, but you were saying the owner is a big.
You got to train your dog.
You got to train your dog.
Train your dog, man. Because I think for some of the dogs, they like it. You know, the bigger dogs are like, yeah, come on. They're like, oh yeah, come on. That's a challenge to them. Ah, yeah, I like it. You know, and they're gonna. It's I think it's funny that we have come to that.
Yeah.
Like, what was the problem with a regular fence? Like, what is so offensive about a fence?
You know,
like,
it's a great question.
Having a fence.
It's a great question.
When we're like, you know what? This is too offensive to me. This reminds me of our borders, and I think that our borders should be open. So therefore, I'm going to take my fence down and do my part for America. And there's a small chance my dog might eat your face, but
I'm going to stand in solidarity.
I'm standing in solidarity with the border in Texas.
I think it has less to do with that.
Okay, all right,
and way more to do with HOAs. Which I think should be another joke that we work on.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you, HOAs.
I don't even like them. I don't like them, but I don't even use one. Whatever it is.
You should work on that. Because I think what you meant to say, like, I don't even have one and I don't like it.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. You should put that down.
One.
That 100 proof bottled and bond is starting to work on you.
Starting to proof some things for me.
Yeah, it sure is. I can't stand
Maybe we shouldn't
HOAs.
film 10 episodes in a row.
It's probably true.
Yeah.
It's probably true.
Sorry, what did you say?
But this is the first one.
Oh.
HOAs, they're the worst. They're absolutely the worst.
Even their name is just like, oh, I'm too good to like have a full name. I just have to use letters.
Yes, I don't even know what HOA
What does it even stand for?
HOA.
HOA. Like, stupid. I don't know.
No, that was
Harry
funny.
on arrival.
Harry on arrival. Harry.
Horrible.
Okay.
Overall. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Horrible overall.
And we can't say the next A word because we're a clean podcast.
Applegate. Oh.
I think that HOAs, by and large, are filled with people. Their boards, their HOA boards are filled with people.
It's usually how boards work.
That have way less power in their regular life.
Oh, and they just are like...
And they're just dying.
We're going to give it to them now.
Dying to exude power on somebody.
Oh, yeah.
And so an HOA says, you can't put up that type of fence. It has to be this type of fence.
This brand.
It has to be this color, and it can't be this.
You can't shop at Menards. You have to shop at Home Depot.
It has to look good, and you have to keep it up all the time. And dog owners are like, forget all that. I'll just put a wire in the ground around, and we'll let the dogs
We'll let the dog decide.
Yeah, they'll eat off
your dog faces. Listens. Dogs down the street from me, they don't listen.
They don't listen, and that is all on the owner. They don't understand that dogs are...
Would you say that the onus is on the owner?
I definitely think...
What does onus even mean? Sounds weird.
I think it comes from I think it derives from the word own.
There's no word name called onus. I mean, there is a word called onus. Is that what you say about words? It's called... There's no word...
For...
Onus.
There's no word called onus?
There's just no word onus. There is a word onus. How do you spell that?
No, there is a word.
OWNIS? Is it trying to say ownership?
Own it, yeah. Kind of. Yes. I mean, that's where it comes from.
Say that. You gotta make up words. It's like the HOA. They're just making up words.
And they're making up rules to enforce on people.
Oh, you gotta shovel your driveway. Oh, you gotta not... put the poop from your dog on the other person's lawn. Oh.
Yeah, pick up your poop. I mean, it's all this common sense stuff.
Go outside in your
I've got a perfect
underwear.
Example. Perfect example of an HOA.
Are you in an HOA?
Stupid. No, we are not.
Thank the Lord, because I've done some things over there that I'm not proud of.
We should hold this one, but I will tell you this one story. Our HOA, from our previous ownership of associations, our previous
homeownerships of an association.
When we were in an HOA, the rule was you cannot park a boat on your driveway. That was the rule. No boats on the driveway. However, the city ordinance said you can park a boat on the street. So because we weren't allowed to park them on the driveway, people were just parking their boats in the street because the HOA can say nothing about
the
city
street
ordinances or the street.
So you just had a bunch of boats on streets.
Yes, and it was like the most ridiculous thing.
That's crazy.
And you're like, well, why wouldn't you just change that rule and just like make sure that they park their boat? I'd rather have boats in driveways than on the street. That doesn't make any sense.
I think that'd be a really cool block party. Everyone get in their boats and
just drive around, right?
Tow around the.
Yeah.
If you lived in a cul-de-sac, even better.
Yeah.
I would love that.
I totally agree.
Did we even talk about dogs?
We did. We talked about owners. We talked about the invisible fences. I think the invisible fence is a solid idea.
We're not trying to like finalize a joke here. I'm using this for inspiration of things, getting little nuggets.
Mm-hmm. Little bite-sized nuggets. And to me, the nugget that naturally came out of this was I hate HOAs. I don't even have one. Yeah, and that's why invisible fences exist.
Oh, right.
It's why it's also why they suck.
Oh, it's their their fault.
It's exactly right. It's because of HOAs that we have invisible fences.
I don't like them.
Okay, and you don't even have one.
I don't even have one. I don't want one.
Well, I think what we do have is a winner.
A very good whiskey. Heaven Hill, Bottle and Bond, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey.
This bourbon is 7 years old.
Next time on Whiskey Bits. What else would they add to proof it down?
Well, you could add other liquids that may have flavoring or whatever.
Really?
Yeah, and that's where you get some of the like the finished whiskeys or some of these other whiskeys that have like let's see, peanut butter whiskey.
They just drop peanut butter in it?
I mean, how else are you gonna get that peanut butter?
Just
flavor?
like some Jif. Somebody bring the Jif. Get the Jif. You want crunchy or smooth?
Yeah, I think
smooth, please. Amateur.
Crunchy.
Idiot.
Crunchy peanut butter whiskey.
Can you imagine?
It'd be terrible.
That mouth chew thing. Would be actually chewing.
You'd need floss after.
Yeah.
After drinking.
Yeah, you don't want to have to floss after you.
Yeah, so you can add other stuff to it, but you can't call it bourbon if you add anything but water.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for tuning in to Whiskey Bits. Please like, share, and subscribe wherever you watch or listen to podcasts.